It's not showing me. I don't know. I was thinking it's going to. Maybe I may not need to join from this. Maybe I don't need it again. I don't need this again.
Hello?
Hi.
Okay. So we're ready to go. So this is our Masterclass Day 1. We're going through chapter by chapter on a book called Eat the Frog, 21 Great Ways of Stop Procrastinating and Get More Done in Less Time. So that's our goal, is to get rid of procrastination so that our life can become effective, productive. And as we are crossing into this new year, we want to make sure that we get ourselves to a place where we are producing, we are a blessing to our world, we are maximizing ourselves to the best of the ability that God has given you and me. And today we have a wonderful presenter. She goes by Adiola Adekoja, I believe, if I don't say it wrong. So we're not going to waste any more time. I'm going to hand it over to her, and then we're going to go through this exercise. Over to you.
Thank you, Pastor Nira. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Good day, everyone, and everyone that hope to watch this replay. I hope you find value in whatever content that we put out there. Actually, for somebody like me, this book is a wake-up call on what is expected of us with regards to us making impact and making meaning out of our lives. I can remember very well this year when it started, and every one of us were full of great ideas, great plans, and what have you. And one of those things was that, oh, year 2020, oh, it's my year, and every of those stuff that we normally do. But I stumbled at a book, was a video, and the guy says, let me predict year 2020 for you, the beginning of the year. I'm not a prophet, but I can tell you how your year is going to go. That year 2020 for you and I is not going to be different. It will not be the same for you and I, but it will only be different for those people that take action, people that are intentional from the beginning with regards to making purposeful plan, intentions to get certain things achieved in their lives. So when he said that thing, I started remembering my days back in church and how we have believed in prophecies and the laying on of hands and in the anointing oil, that with regards to how the year is going to turn out, every of those three things, and the beginning of the year fasting and praying program, that wow, we are done, we are set. And lo and behold, I got to see that this is not the master key. The master key has to do with what Brian Tracy is trying to describe in this book titled Eat That Frog. And today, my name once again is Adiola Atekoja, and it's my privilege to just walk you through some of the lessons that I've learned in chapter 2. And before we go to chapter 2 proper, I know the previous chapter was a kind of bit setting up the pace and the tone of what eating that frog is all about and what every one of us is what is expected from us. And I remember that one of the things that was stated in that chapter 1 is the fact that every one of us that is going to make meaning out of our lives, we must remember the golden rule of success, which is the fact that knowledge of whatever you want in life. That is, if you're ever going to be successful, you're ever going to achieve anything, you need to have clarity. You need to have, there should not be any there will not be any vague or anything that is not clear with regards to you and your purpose in life. So when you have the knowledge of what you want to achieve or what you want to do, of what your purpose is in life, then you need to have a burning desire to get it done at all costs. This is the golden rule to success in life. That as many of us that are facing any odd or any challenges in life, if you want to trace it, it can be traced down to clarity. That every time there is no clear knowledge of what we are set out to achieve, there will always be that lack of energy, that lack of zeal to make it happen. Because once you have clarity, then there will be a burning desire, a burning energy from within to get that things done. And this is the only way we can find the source to true lasting happiness in life. Because when we look at the context of happiness, many of us think that the day I hit the $1 million, what have you, in my bank account, that is the day I get my happiness on full gear. But what we've learned as students of history is the fact that every one of those people that have even done that in the past, they have come back to reiterate the fact that those things do not really give them the real happiness they really want. So we must be able to see that when you have clarity of what the purpose of God for you, the burning desire to get it done is going to bring you closer to the door of happiness and fulfillment in life. And this is the desire that every one of us should begin to pursue from now and 2021 as it appears. And so today's chapter is plan every day in advance. The 6 P's principle. And what that 6 P's principle states is proper prior planning prevents poor performance. The 6 P's principles. Proper prior planning prevents poor performance. And in the beginning of the chapter, there's a question that Brian Tracy was asking, that when you have to eat the elephant, when you have this task to do to eat the elephant, how do you eat the elephant? It starts by you doing what? Cutting it down bit by bit. How do you achieve your plan? How do you achieve your purpose in life? It starts by doing what? Breaking those things down little by little, such that you can be able to pick it one after the other and do. So it is very critical that every plan we want to do with regards to our life, we must learn how to do a proper prior planning in such a systematic way that will help us achieve each of those tasks a bit by bit by bit. This is the action, and I want to remind us of this principle that I also mentioned in the book that talks about the 80-20 principles, which is the Pareto's principles, which talks about that the 20% of every activity we do in life depends of our activity in life is a function, and the result or whatever, let me see how he put it, is a function of the result you are going to get. So 80% of the result you get in life is a function of the 20% of the activity you have done in the secret. And so when you see all those athletes getting the cup, running and being the best track, what have you, and you have them different feet and in different areas, one thing that we are able to say categorically that made them be able to predict those success is the fact that they've been able to do what? Spend 20% of their time of their life on those activities which produce the 80% of the success that you and I is celebrating them for. And so that is why if we also want to be among those people that will be reigning, that will be winning, that will be making God proud in our sphere of influence, it behoves on us to begin to see, how can I plan my day to day in such a way that I can predict my success in a year from now? So I prepared the slide. So I just want to quickly share my move the slide on. Okay, maybe I might need to Is it so that I can share? Sorry, one moment. Okay, yeah, I have it there. So let's go to the next slide. Yeah, I already talked about this fact that how you eat the elephant. Then it talks about, I hope you can see it. I think the font is very small. It says,
I can see.
okay, unlock your mental power. So I described the golden rule to success about two things. There are two things that is a function of your success is still getting clarity and having a burning desire. Then how do you unlock your mental power such that you are able to get your desire accomplished? It starts with your ability to think, plan, and decide. Your ability to think, plan, and decide helps you to improve your productivity. In fact, this is one of the things that helps us in boosting our confidence. Our confidence in life is a function or is a measure of our ability to plan. When we unlock our mental power, our 2 million-year-old brain is always there to tell us there are certain things we can do. But when we come to a point where we are able to unlock our mental power by not listening to what our brain is dictating and following our heart, we will see that it starts with the ability to think. Sit down alone in a quiet place, think of what you want to achieve. Then put those thoughts on paper and decide on how to get it started and on how to get started. And when you do these three, you're on your path to productivity and your success can always be predictable. So this is the secret to winning in life. I also mentioned it. It's a steady, feasible process. There's no ambiguity, it's no vague, there's no cloud, there's nothing like that. When you put your pen on paper and you make a list of important tasks you want to achieve, then you are on your way to a steady, feasible process of productivity in life. So most of the time, for somebody like me, I'll just think in my head, what are the things I need to do? Okay, tomorrow I will have to call Pastor Neron to ask and confirm when is the next mastermind. Okay, I'll need to get my daughter's teacher to know that our device charger is okay. Tomorrow I need to remind my husband when he comes back to, everything is just here. And that is what the book is telling us, that if we are going to be effective and be productive, we should start embracing the habit of putting our pen on paper, putting down and making a list of important tasks that we want to get achieved in our life. That is the beginning of winning in life. Putting your pen on paper and pouring out those points, all those thoughts of every important activity, every important task that you want to achieve in your life. And this is a list. And he mentioned these types of lists, talking about the future list. That one talks about everything you desire to accomplish in life. And I have seen people being trapped. And as a matter of fact, I've been there before, that you begin to be hub on the platform of, I don't know what my purpose is. I don't know what to do. I don't know what God's purpose for my life is. And you and I, we leave ourselves in that valley of indecision, and I'm waiting on God to show me, and we get nothing done. It is high time you and I wake up out of that slumber and out of that vague mentality to begin to make a list. If there's anything good that comes to your heart that will benefit mankind, that will improve our relationship, that will make life better for the common good of the whole world, put it down. That is a pointer that you have an assignment. Don't say you are waiting on God. If it is good, if it will better off the life of a common man, if we make God happy, if it will make God proud, go ahead and do it. So make those lists that comprises of your future list. And then the next list that you make talks about your monthly list. This comprises of everything you want to achieve from that bigger list that you are broken down to monthly list. And then from that monthly list, you come down to the weekly list. And when you organize your list, that your weekly list now turn out to become your daily plan. You know, you're able to break your week to each day to day that comes and go. And once you're able to break down this list, the next thing you are going to do with that list is to make a plan and take action every day. That is the next thing. Make a plan. Make a plan. Sometimes we give ourselves excuses that I'm not good enough. I don't know what to do. I cannot write. I cannot do video. I cannot even teach. I don't even know what to teach. Me, what do I know? There are so many people that know. Look at all the experts that are in the field of where I am. I don't even think anybody will listen to me. That I'm just, we give ourselves, we excuse ourselves away. We know we engage in those wishy-washy ideas that can render us redundant and make us not to attempt or give value, give anything out to our lives. I want to beseech us tonight that from now on, don't you ever belittle anything you have. Don't you ever bring yourself down. Don't you ever write yourself up. Don't you ever say this little gift. Oh, even as a nursing mother, there are some people that they are just beginners. You have 2 or you have 3. You have been there before. You have some things you can teach. Tips to helping parents on how to get tummy talk and how to, like babies when they are in their early weeks and what have you. And they have this tummy, what have you. And you have to teach them how to, tummy, what do they call it for babies, so that they can always lie on their tummy. And maybe when they're having all this kind of irritation, what have you, it can help them calm down. Tips, how to cure eczema or what have you. Okay, you've been in that shoe before. What did you do? Do you know you can teach some people that are just so? That is the point I'm trying to make here, is that never you commonize anything you know, any knowledge you have, because there are some people out there that don't even know anything about it, and they are waiting for your experience to teach them how you are able to do it in your own case. So it is very important to go with this list, to organize our list into a plan. And when we have this plan written down, the next thing is to take daily action. Take daily action. Sometimes, or let me say, take massive action. Repetitive, small, massive action. Day-to-day action. It's not a big deal. Oh, I finish everything. Oh, you complete one. Oh, you're able to accomplish one. And in fact, today, while I was doing my recordings for my YouTube channel, there is one of the phrases that I mentioned that is very, very important to what I just shared now. I was talking about the fact that how do you define failure? That your definition of failure is something that has been robbing you from success in life. That when you define failure as not with regard to me not being able to meet up with this desired outcome, that is when you feel bad. But when you define failure as a means, an act of trying things, trying new things, embarking on risk, taking risk, trying things, you are a lot and 100% way better off than somebody that never took any step. So I want you to see these daily tasks that we just enumerated. When you optimize it, there are days, will there be days that you're unable to keep up to all the things you have put down? Oh, yes. Will there be time that you feel like you don't want to do anything? Perfectly right. But do you know one thing? Make effort to at least get one task done, at least. And I will tell you, that is the secret of growth. And when you stick at it consistently, repeatedly, if it's just one goal a day, I bet you your life is taking a gradual onward shift to becoming the leader that the world is waiting for. And I believe with a few things that I've been able to bring out of this of this chapter, you have been able to get 1 or 2 tips that you can add to wherever you are in your journey to personal development, and you're able to bring the best out of your life and for the world in general. This is where I'm going to be stopping. Thank you for listening. Appreciate you. And if there's any question or there's anything you want to ask me, yeah, I'm glad to be here to listen.
Wow, thank you so much for this powerful exposition. I don't know, I don't have any questions, but I just feel like this book is loaded in the sense it teaches you, it breaks the mystery of productivity down to a level where anyone can now, okay, so I shouldn't just like you said, so you make your plans, you just keep in your head.
Yeah.
And majority of us are like that. But they're saying that those that rule the world are not those, are those that have goals and they have written down those goals,
Mhm.
and that they have broken it down not just as they have their futuristic plans and they have their what they want to accomplish in 1 month, and they have what they want to accomplish in a week, and they have broken it down to daily. And I like how you said that how even and this is there's another part in this book where it says if there's something that you are supposed to do in day 1 but you couldn't do it, you
Yeah.
add it to day 2.
Mm-hmm.
You add it to the next day, so as to make sure that okay, that thing that I've written down, I must do it. Because a lot of us, we struggle with procrastination where we say we're going to do something. I'm guilty of it. We say we're going to do something, but at the end of it, we just somehow, some way, we just, what about that thing you're working on? Yeah, no, somehow you're just falling out bad. But if you can just put the system in place where okay, I'm organized. You have an organizer. You have what you want to accomplish for the year, and you have broken it down what you need to accomplish for a month, and you broken it down accomplish for a week, and daily. You and I can be that type of person where we see ourselves truly progressing, not relying on the prophet speaking over your life that 2021 will be the best year of your life. No, you are taking action. You are grabbing that year and say, no, this year, oh, I'm going to make sure that I maximize every single opportunity so that I am accomplishing things that I have set out already to accomplish. So this one debunks all that prophetic prayers we pray, and it puts responsibility in our lives, writing things down so that our life can be truly productive. So I don't have any questions. It just builds on the first chapter, where the first chapter is like you have to have a goal. You have to have a goal, and you have to have a mean. Okay, how are you going to accomplish this goal? You have to break it all down. And this one now says, okay, now you have this day. Tomorrow, now, what do you want to accomplish with your life tomorrow? What do you need to do? What are those things you have to do as it pertains to your purpose? You write those things down. And then now you don't wait till the day of and then okay, I have to write what I have to do that day. No, the night before the day. So like I said, let's just say tonight, you should write down what you need to do for tomorrow. Okay, I need to call this brother. I need to call this sister. I need to read this book. I need to. So you have a list of those things that you must do. And then when you wake up in the morning the next day, the list is already written and you are walking. And those things will now help you to do what? It will be great ways for you to stop procrastinating on things, because the likelihood of you procrastinating on what you write down is actually slim. It cuts down your procrastination down significantly. Well, I don't know who else has anything they want to add, or they want any questions they want to ask. Sister Kenny is here. I don't know if Sister Kenny has something she wants to say or add to what was said.
Sister Kennis.
Okay, well, I think she doesn't have anything. I don't know if you have anything you want to say, or then we'll close from there for today.
Yeah, there are three things I just want to round up with. One of the things that I was reading my past notes on some of the trainings that I've done this year, and one of the training that I did with Tony Robbins, and I was sort of what I shared today in my channel, and that thing talked about change your state. That whenever we want to achieve anything important in our life, our mental state, we can't get anything done in life if we are not in the right state of mind, in the right state of mind. And okay, I want to write a book. Okay, I want to write a small article. Okay, I want to carve out a small note that I can use to maybe talk to some people. I just want to do a presentation. Every time you want to embark on such the activity, you will never be in the right frame of mind to get the best if you don't change your state. And those three things that was mentioned in that training that I did was, it said, one, your physiology, talks about your language, and then the last one is your focus. These three things, when they are in alignment, you get a lot of result done. When you talk about physiology, it has to do with your body. You and I know what exercise does to the body. It helps the heart, the blood pumps faster. When the heart beats faster, blood is in circulation, and you have enough energy. In that state, you just imagine you just finish jogging and you just finish doing your workout. You can relate to the kind of energy you have shortly after doing such an engagement. And then it talks about your voice, our language, and that has to do with, though all this, I don't want to take it further. People will just be using scriptures. Just, oh, I am a winner. I am the head. I am not the tail. I am going to be a millionaire this year. I am, though, as good as those things are, when you say those things, there is a place for those things too. Because imagine, I, I am a loser. I am nothing. I am nothing. I don't amount to anything. You can see that each time you engage on those things, the words you are saying, the energy is not as the same. I am a winner. I'm going to get this tax done. Can you see the difference? So there's a way your word, and it's also biblical, it's scriptural. The voice, you are vibrating a level of energy. I remember those days when DSA HMC talks about how you can use energy is MC square. The word that is coming from your mouth alone is carrying power, that is vibrating in a frequency that your brain cannot afford not to align with. And you are on the verge of getting something done. So those two things are important. And the last thing is focus. When you talk about focus, is you zeroing up your mind and everything about you on a particular task to be done without get distracted. When you are in that state of focus, you can't miss it. So every time we practice those three things, we wake up in the morning, maybe your own is to go and jog just for 5 minutes, or to take a cold shower to get your body in a state and have energy. And then you internalize some word in exercise. That is what the exercise do to the body. You speak those words, you get energetic, and then you focus on what you want to do. Bam. And so that is the little thing I wanted to share with you with regards to how we can change our state to get better results in whatever thing we want to do in life.
Wow. Thank you so much. If you want more of that, you can go and subscribe to Adeola. Oh no, sorry. What?
If you search Adeola Aliatekoja, it's going to bring it out. But yes, Lodata Think Media. Yeah, it's a thinking channel.
Yeah, it's a thinking channel. So you want to learn how to and subscribe. Well, everyone, thank you so much. We do this every two weeks where we go through. We're going through this book now, but we're going to be going through other books that are good self-help books that can help us to develop our mindset so that we can achieve great things in life. God didn't send us here to be average. God didn't send us here to be mediocres. God sent us here to make an impact in our generation so that when our days are over, people will be talking about what we did with our life. And that's our desire. And we come together and we go through books. We have a different presenter every time. So next week, we're going to have a different presenter. And so tell your friends you want to be a part of this. All you have to do is just write us. You can write me on MSN Messenger, Nero Kolawole, or you can send me an email, pastornero@gmail.com. And then we're glad to have you as one of the participants of this Masterminds class. And together, we will equip ourselves. Together, we'll strengthen ourselves. Together, we will rise up and shake this world and impact this generation to the glory of God. Thank you so much. Have a good night, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.
Bye. Thank you.